What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Westy from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I have to say, this has been one of the best episodes of the challenge in a while. Specifically the zone challenge, right? The zone elimination round. But this was a good episode. It offered me drama. It offered me suspense. It offered me just a lot of what the challenge proper series gives you, right? And so, yeah, I'm really excited to talk about this. I was actually like, yo, no, stop. Like, you know, I was carrying a little bit watching this. It was feeling good to see, you know what I mean? But anyways, if this is your first time seeing me, definitely subscribe to the channel. Like this video, okay? Leave comments. All of the engagement that happens on the channel kind of helps out because YouTube has been really hard on me and horrible with my channel. But that would be nice. And follow me on my social media, Instagram and Twitter, A Connection TV. All right, episode 3. Anissa comes out, everyone is cheering, right? Jordan comes out, everyone's like, yo, no. Anissa, yay! Jordan, no. All the while, I'm looking at Jordan, not being able to look up in Tori's direction. Not unless they edited it that way for me to feel that, but that's what I felt. It felt like every time the camera was on him, well, not it felt like, it was. Every time the camera was on him, he was just like couldn't look up. And Tori's like, oh my God. So I'm like, yo, first off, these producers are sucky for putting these human beings through this kind of torture. But then again, they probably were asked like, hey, what would you do if Jordan was like, or what would you do if Tori was, you know what I'm saying? And they're probably like, well, you know, I'll just have to deal with it. You know, I'm on antidepressants, so it'll be fine. And Jordan was like, well, you know, I do want to put my... I was about to say something, let me not do that. Oh my God. Can you imagine what his hand feels like if it like fingers you? Anyways, let's move on. Can we talk about all these people working out all the time? And then when it comes to like the daily challenges or like the eliminations, they gas out or they seem like feeble and unable to move. Like everyone's working out, including Anissa. And I'm just, you know, I have to have a heart-to-heart with Anissa because I love Anissa. I think Anissa is so great. I love it every time she comes on my screens. But I'm just waiting for Anissa to come back to a challenge and be like visually, physically fit. Is that a lot to ask? Like, I'm not trying to like body shame or fupa shame or big tummy shame or, you know, sausage links on the arms shame. I'm not trying to do any of that. What I am saying though is that this chick has been on 90 challenges and every time she comes back she's either bigger or like the same, and I'm just like, huh? Like every time she gets kicked out she is always like a bum situation, like a come back Anissa, come back. And, you know, she comes back and she's like the way she left. You know, you have Nelly, and I'm not saying he's great at anything because he hasn't won a daily challenge to save his life, but he like goes hard in the paint. And it just sucks because Nelly is always put in these partner challenges. Like he's never able to like excel on his own. It's always like this partner thing. Oh, you got to be partners with this one. Oh, you got to be teammate with this one. Oh, you got to be a partner with this one. Oh, you got to be like, when are we going to get strictly singular missions? Like, when are we gonna get that again? Knowing me, it probably was last season. But no, I'm just saying, like, I miss the like true solo everything solo. You know, and maybe they like include the partnerships because of the women, like, you know, men versus women, and it's unfair. Whatever. I don't know. I just feel like I miss the like single challenges. I really do. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I went on a tangent. I just can't understand why we always see these people working out and like we don't see them the results of the working out throughout the challenges. Jordan and Bananas have a heart-to-heart saying, you know, or not a heart-to-heart, but Bananas is happy to see Jordan. They talk about the rookie teams. They talk about Raven and Johnny, who tried to, like, go against the vets. And, you know, I said this in my first review. I said this is not going to be good. Once you go this hard in the paint, it's over for you. It happens all the time, or it happened all the time with Corey. And, you know, Corey made it to the finals in that last challenge, but, you know, he retired like, why I want to say his name is Leon. But he retired like Lee did. But I don't know. They went so hard in the paint, and now they have to deal with it. And I said this in my first review. It wasn't a good look. Like, you don't even know how the tone of the game is going to be played. Like, you don't know anything, and you're just going balls to the wall. But, you know, it is what it is. That's what happens. Fessy and Nelson are cool. We already knew this. They were cool like 3 challenges ago or 2 challenges ago. They made up with each other. They were hanging out in New York and all this stuff that they do off their OnlyFans pages, like in real life. But like, I'm just being stupid. But the fact that they're cool, it's like, whatever. I don't know. It's just something about Fessel that is just like, it irks me. I don't know. It's just something about the dude. He just irks me. Raven, Johnny, and Nerese. Why? Why? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. What don't you understand, Wes? This is what I don't understand. You know Johnny. You know Johnny is a playboy. You know Johnny does not want to be with you. But you decide to come on this show to be a ride or die with someone that toys with your emotions. And I say that Johnny toys with Raven's emotions because clearly Johnny is the one with the most control in this situation. Raven cannot control her heart, cannot control her emotions, cannot control understanding the kind of buffoon that Johnny is with regards to possibly being in a relationship with him. And she's just fawning and fawning and fawning and fawning and fawning. It's her fault. It's absolutely her fault that she puts herself in these situations all of the time and she doesn't know how to control her feelings. But because Johnny is I would think, the sensible one or the one with the most control, he should have picked another ride or die. He should have picked someone else where he didn't have to deal with these problems, because he comes in the house and he's finger effing Nerese right out the gate. Right out the gate. They're kissing on the airplane. And they're having like counseling sessions, and Nerese is like, well, I think that you should do this. And, well, you don't really give Raven the benefit of the doubt, and this should happen, and I love you both. First of all, Nerese doesn't even know these people, and I'm still perplexed at how Raven even puts herself in this situation, and now it's like she's blaming him. Like, I don't know why people do that. Women and men have some women and some men have the ability to disrupt their own inner peace by putting themselves in crazy situations that they obviously can't control. And it just was really, really annoying to watch this beautiful chick fawn over this fine-ass dude because this fine-ass dude is looking at another beautiful chick. And she's like, well, I just expected that he would hug me and hold me and read me bedtime stories at night. I'm like, what? Are you freaking serious? Like, what are we talking about here? How old is this chick? So I always had a respect level for Tori. I always thought she was dope. I cared for Anissa always, even though she doesn't want to change her weight. It's not my problem. She's just going to get injured every freaking time. But whatever, she's like Raven. She's not learning from her past mistakes and improving upon them and fixing them all together. Let me say that. But she is a good person. She does have a great heart. And so Anissa is offering words of encouragement and wisdom to Tori. And it's nice. At the same time, I'm trying to figure out How is antidepressants like a ha-ha moment? They have a ha-ha moment talking about antidepressants. And, you know, Anissa's like, aren't those great? And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't take antidepressants. I don't need it. So, you know, I just don't know I don't know. But for me, I feel like having to be dependent upon medicine is just not the move. It's just not the way to go. And I don't know. I feel bad for Tori in this moment because she's confiding and talking, and Denise is like, well, he's my friend and you're my friend and we're all friends, and like, this is awkward, but I just want to make sure that you're good because you're my bestie. And Tori's like, yeah, I'm good because I'm on antidepressants and I'm not crying right now. I'm like, what? Fessy doesn't want to be called Fessy anymore. He wants to be called Fesso because that means a man that can make decisions. Okay. He's trying to clean up his image. Okay. But yet he's fondling, cuddling, whateverling with all these chicks. Annalise, Laurel. How does Laurel fit into this mix? I don't know about you, but Laurel gives me 65-year-old art teacher that paints in the woods on the weekends. Like, Laurel doesn't give me like the type that Fessy would want to like flirt with. And so when you look at Laurel and then you think about Colleen, you think about Annalise, you think about all these other women that he's like bumping bushes with, and it's just like, where does Laurel fit into the equation? And how is this a man that's able to make decisions? Fessy, you're still messy, Fessy, because you're still messing around with the... I just don't understand. I do not understand the allure for this man. I don't understand why all of these women want him so badly. I don't understand why freaking Tori slept with Fessy 2 months after the situation with Jordan. That's too close for comfort. And he's not hot. Like, what is going on? Like, and he has an OnlyFans page. I would never. I have to say, I love Nelson. During this challenge, build me up thing, it's like Nelson clearly loves the challenge. He's clearly a fan. He's clearly a yes man in terms of like, if the producers told Nelson to run around and do laps butt naked and do jumping jacks saying I love the challenge, Nelson would do it. And that's not like me trying to like shade him or be like rude to him or whatever. It's great that someone like Nelson exists in this realm of TV and television because the producers need people that are at the drop of a hat gonna come on the show. And I feel like Nelson, they could call Nelson anytime. Nelson could be in a firefight with guns ablazing and the producers of the challenge will tell him, we need you on the show in like 5 minutes. And Nelson will figure out a way to get on the show. Maybe it's me, but I don't know. I just feel that that's the case with Nelson. And again, that is not a bad thing because 1, I love seeing Nelson on the challenge. 2, we always need people of color on the challenge to represent and showcase diversity. 3, I want Nelson to win a challenge. He has a good heart. He's learned the errors in his ways when he used to yell at women and do this and da-da-da-da and have like temper tantrums or whatever. He's gotten better and he just seems like an overall good guy, you know? So I want him to win. I want him to win a daily challenge. I want him to be in power. He's never been in deliberation ever to have to decide someone else's fate. Maybe he has. Y'all can remind me because you know I'm forgetful. But I just want Nelson to freaking win. Fesso and Mariah beat Johnny and Raven. It was really, really close. Johnny and Raven are a good team. All of the vets gassed out. Can't even get close to Horatio, Olivia, Raven and Raven and Simone, Johnny and Raven, or Fessy and Mariah. Dope. I have to say, I'll wait till I get there because, baby, let's talk about this club moment with Annalise and Tommy. So you already know like how the episodes are gonna go because the producers like throw it in your face. Like, they have Bananas say, we need to see if Nelson and Fessy are gonna win something, so that blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay, Nelson or Fessy are gonna win something. Like, you just, like, they plant all these particular seeds in the, like, episode, and then when it comes to fruition, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know. No, I always know. And you should always know, because they tell you. You knew something was going to go on with Annalise and Tommy when they gave Annalise and Tommy all that airplay for nothing. They weren't winning. They weren't doing anything. They just gave them all that airplay. Jordan and Anissa, and just because they're Jordan and Anissa, and freaking Annalise and Tommy, we were seeing their gameplay throughout the whole time. I'm like, child, they about to do something. Either they was gonna win or they were gonna lose miserably. I hate when they do that. Whatever. We get to the club thing, and Annalise and Tommy think that they have to play Big Brother in the challenge. Why, first of all, when you already know that all of these people hate you because you're a part of Big Brother, all of these people think that all you do is lie anyway, and you're gonna go ahead and do what everyone thinks y'all already do anyway? They pull Colleen and Kim to the side, and they pull Horatio and Olivia to the side to say, hey, we're gonna save you if we get the save dagger. Right? I'm already feeling like this show is kind of like set up territory and like pre-made and pre-thought of territory. But like, come on, this was like really far out there to make me believe that just by chance this happened when it was laid out the way that it was laid out, so effortless. I don't know. I was like, what? I just couldn't, like, what are we talking about here? The team's going in, Colleen and Kim, Horatio and Olivia, Annalise and Tommy, and Raven and Johnny. The best freaking elimination I've seen in a long freaking time. Johnny wanted it, Raven wanted it, it's just her shoes kept falling off. But Olivia, what? Olivia and freaking Horatio nailed it. But I'm sorry, the MVP for me tonight, on this here tonight, is Olivia. My girl came to the elimination, hair did, makeup done, everything like ready to go, boom, boom, bam. And she demolished Raven so bad, it was insane to me. It was insane. And no cap, I have to tap my boy head off to freaking Horatio, man. That dude is a killer. Oh, he's a killer. But this freaking elimination was, man, it was crazy. Like, Olivia knocked Raven out her shoes, bruh. I don't know. I thought this was super dope. This is super hot. Like, it was just a really, really overall well-rounded, great episode. And we have never gotten an episode as sexy and as powerful and as great drama-filled as episode 3 tonight. And then any of the episodes on the US Challenge. I'm going to bring the Challenge USA up the whole entire time I'm talking about this particular season, because they didn't have to, and they shouldn't have given us the Challenge USA. Anyway, leave your thoughts. Let me know how you feel. How do you feel? Leave your thoughts below. Deuces.